Rajapaksa. We have to stand for the right to strike, freedom of assembly, for a free press, for the defence of the journalists who are trying to broadcast the crimes that are being committed in Sri Lanka. We have to go further than that, in my opinion. This parliament is not a real parliament. We demand a constituent assembly, organised by real elections from below, that can really express the views and the wishes of the Sri Lankan people itself. That's in the south. The Tamil-speaking people still have the right to realise their national aspirations, up to and including an independent state if they want. But at the same time we say, Tamils and Sinhala must struggle together, in Sri Lanka and internationally. The Tamil-speaking people in Britain are overwhelmingly workers to participate in the trade unions alongside their brothers and sisters from other nationalities and from Britain. That's the attitude, the other side of the struggle in relation to the position in Sri Lanka today. If we approach it in this way, yes, the Sri Lankan people feel abandoned, but they're not abandoned. The labour movement and the working class internationally, and we will do our bit in this respect. Why can't we, for instance, organise? They don't like it, but why can't we organise outside the Iranian embassy, outside the Chinese embassy, worldwide, what China is doing in Sri Lanka at the present time? Why can't we raise, as we've got in Venezuela, the role of Chavez in relation to propping up the Rajapaksa government? And why not raise, by the way, at a certain stage, economic sanctions against the Rajapaksa government, which is denying democratic rights, not the hypocritical sanctions implemented by the ruling class, but real workers' sanctions. If you think this is utopian, the British workers, during the American Civil War, actually blocked the cotton that was coming from the southern states of America, resulting, by the way, in thousands of them being made unemployed. There's many examples of solidarity between working people internationally when it's a question of defending on oppressed and downtrodden people. I think if we approach it in this way, if we continue the campaign, I think we can lift the struggle onto a higher plane. They've won a military victory, but it doesn't mean to say they'll win a political struggle as it will develop in Sri Lanka, in India and internationally. So full strength to the campaign to defend the Tamil-speaking people. Forward, I would say, to a democratic, but also to a socialist Sri Lanka and a socialist world. Thank you.